What would your life look like without online entertainment? What would you do? What would you achieve? What kind of person would you become? We're going to discuss all of this inside of this video, coming from a person who has not used online entertainment for over 9 months. First of all, what would your life look like? What's your day-to-day looking like? You're going to wake up, right? And you're going to instinctively grab your phone and you're going to go, oh, I can't really do anything on this thing. Yeah, I guess I got to actually get up and go and do something. So you're going to go sit down and maybe you're going to have your breakfast. And then you're going to pull out your phone. And then you go, I can't use this thing. And then you're going to start, enjoying your breakfast. And you're going to think, oh, well, that actually went down pretty quickly. Well, what am I going to do now? Oh, yeah, I can't use this thing. And then you're going to think, well, I was supposed to go for a run today. Maybe I can do that now. Go do a run. Pretty good start to the day. You're going to get back and then you're going to pull out your phone and realize, I can't really use this thing. So you're going to think, well, I am supposed to get some work done. Maybe I'll do some work. All right. Boom, boom, boom. Get some work done. A few hours later, you're getting a bit tired. So you think, all right, I'm tired. Oh, yeah, I can't use this thing. Well, I guess I was supposed to go hit a workout at some stage today. So, well, maybe I can do that now. And you go and get a workout done, right? And the workout's done. You think, well, what am I going to do now? Oh, yeah, I can't use this thing. Maybe I'll just start doing more work. Get my day of work done, right? Boom, boom, do a few more hours of work. Gets to the end of the work day. And then you think, all right, cool. Work day's done. I can't use this thing. All right, well, what are my mates up to? Maybe they're up to something fun. Let me go catch up with my mates. Go spend a few hours with your mates, have a good time, bit of socializing, bit of time outside maybe, and then you get back home. And then you grab your remote for your television. Oh yeah, I can't really use that thing. And then you go search around the house and you go, oh, there's that guitar that's been collecting dust for the last few years. I guess I could start playing that. That'd be all right. And then maybe you start playing a bit of guitar. And then, you do that and you're like, all right, well, I guess it's time to start winding down for the evening. So you jump in bed. Oh, yeah, I can't use this thing. And maybe you go to sleep on time. You go to bed a little bit earlier. And then what happens the next morning? Well, you wake up and you're not waking up to the sound of your alarm. You've actually had a great night's sleep and you're feeling good. Maybe you pull out your phone. I can't do this thing. And the day repeats and repeats and repeats. And what happens is you realize, wow, I was kind of just using my phone. I was using all this online entertainment to just kill time. Any moment where I'm a little bit bored, let me just crush a bit of time here. First thing in the morning, let me just kill some time because I'm feeling tired and I don't want to do anything. At breakfast, let me just kill time on my phone, all right? I'm getting a bit tired after work, let me kill some more time. End of the day, let me sit down and watch some TV and kill time. And when you get rid of it, you realize, well, damn, I actually have a lot of time in the day. And there's a lot of things I want to accomplish. I actually do have time for them. A lot of the time we say to ourselves, oh, I don't have time to exercise. I don't have time to learn the guitar. I don't have time to learn this new language. Reality is you probably do have time. You're just burying it into your phone. You're just burying it into your television. You're into your gaming console. You're just crushing your time. And what happens is when you remove all that, you realize how much time you actually have. So what do? Well, you do a lot more stuff that's actually fulfilling, that's moving you forwards. So what are you going to accomplish, right? When you start doing the behaviors, doing the things that are moving you towards goals, moving you towards actually doing something meaningful, after a few months, you go, oh, wow, well, I actually am getting in great shape. I actually am building better relationships. I'm actually getting pretty good at the guitar. I'm actually getting pretty close to being fluent at that language. Gee, my business is actually growing. You start accomplishing lots of things in lots of different areas of your life. And you start changing as a person. You start becoming a more complete individual. There's more layers to you. You're not just you, I'm John, I'm an accountant. It's like, I'm John, I'm an accountant, and I also know 2 languages. I'm also in incredible shape. I also run marathons. I also play the guitar. I have all these different layers and elements to me because not only am I John the accountant that wakes up, scrolls, eats some breakfast, goes to work, gets home, watches TV, I'm just John the accountant. I'm now John the accountant with 10 different layers and elements to my life because I've reallocated my time to more meaningful endeavors. They might be thinking, damn, that sounds cool and all, but that sounds pretty hard. That sounds pretty challenging and pretty difficult. What happens whenever you change some aspect of your life? When you start adding a new habit in? Well, it starts off and it's a little difficult because it's different. It's something new to your life. It's something alien to your environment. So it's a little bit challenging. But then what happens after a few weeks? You just kind of become used to it. This is just part of my life now. The exact same thing happens is when you remove the online entertainment, it starts off as a big deal. It is crazy because it's like, well, I was doing all of this stuff and now I'm doing none of it. I have a whole lot of time back. This is a completely different world I'm living in. This is crazy. This is insane. This is really difficult. And then 2 weeks go by and you're like, well, no, this is just kind of my life now. I just exercise now and I just eat better now. And I just work on my business more. And I also just have more time to spend with my friends. And I'm learning a new language. And I'm doing all of these different things. It's just a change in your lifestyle, which you get used to incredibly quickly. And when you remove this online entertainment, which essentially is just quick and easy dopamine, what happens is your brain starts to rewire itself to find dopamine, to find enjoyment from different activities, from different behaviors. So before, if you are someone who consumes a whole lot of online entertainment, you become someone who derives a lot of their pleasure, a lot of their enjoyment from scrolling, okay? From watching TV shows, from playing video games. When you remove all of that from your life, your brain wants that dopamine, it needs that dopamine. It's getting it from somewhere else. And when you're starving it of dopamine from cheap and meaningless sources, it now starts to derive it from the exercise you're doing, from learning that language, from working on your business, from playing the guitar, from being with your friends, from doing all of these actually meaningful and fulfilling activities. It doesn't just go, you don't just lose all your dopamine and become depressed. If anything, the opposite happens. You start to receive dopamine from meaningful activities. So not only do you have the immediate dopamine of doing things, but you also have the long-term, the serotonin, the feeling of fulfillment of I'm actually moving forward, I'm actually accomplishing things and actually living a purposeful and meaningful life. I noticed this so clearly this year. This year, it was a big focus for me to get rid of all of the online entertainment. And there were things that I didn't even think I wanted to do this year. So this year I thought, okay, I'm really going to focus on, let me try and build out my YouTube channel. Let me try and, focus on my health and getting in good shape and all that. No part of me thought I want to run a marathon. No part of me thought I'm going to learn Spanish. Within a few months, it's like, all right, I actually have so much time back. I have so much energy and focus. Why don't I actually start running a bit? Within 6 weeks, I'd run a marathon. Within 10 weeks, I'd run 2 marathons. I thought, all right, this is great. What about Spanish? Could I start learning a new language? Sure, I can. So I put a bit of effort, I put a bit of time into learning a language, and I'm currently on track to be basically fluent by mid next year, okay? Coming from something that I wasn't even sure whether or not I wanted to do, just having all of this time, all of this energy back, and being able to reallocate it to more meaningful things, you just start taking on bigger projects, bigger tasks, things that you thought you would never ever accomplish. I didn't think for a second last year that I would even run a marathon in my entire life. In the last 2 months, I've run 2. That only happens when you realize how much is possible when you actually have all of this time back. You have all this energy back. You have all this momentum back into your life. So does that mean that you have to be some weird, strange person who just sits in their bedroom and just grinds away all day? They're just at the gym or they're working, okay? They're just very, very grind oriented. Not at all. In fact, that is a very big misconception because oftentimes it's the opposite that happens, right? If you're someone that's really, really addicted to online entertainment, you end up becoming that person that's in their bedroom all day. You're playing video games all day or you're scrolling your phone all day. When you've removed this stuff and you go, all right, I need to find better ways to fill my time, a lot of the time you end up doing things like socializing, like spending more time with people. So the opposite happens. You actually become a person that is around other people. They're improving their relationships, okay? It's very rare that you'll see someone remove online entertainment and become a more antisocial person. I think that's a huge misconception is that, okay, you remove all this stuff and then you go fully grind mode. You become a little goblin in your cave of your bedroom, just working all day. The opposite happens. You go, I've actually got a lot of time. Let me see what my friends are doing. Oh, I actually want to do this camping trip on the weekend because I'm not really looking forward to playing Call of Duty for a few hours. Like, you actually start to spend more time with other people. You become less weird, less strange, more extroverted, spending more time around people, building your social skills, building your network, building your friendships. The opposite occurs. But this is a great hypothetical, okay? The life where you get rid of all online entertainment. But what if it was a reality? What if you just made that a reality? Is that impossible to do? Is that really an impossible task? I'm living proof that it is possible because I've been doing this for 9 months and I'm not stopping. It is an absolute game changer. And it's nice to think about, oh, I could do this, I could do that. But why don't you just do it? What right now is stopping you from just not spending all day on online entertainment? What's stopping you right now from deleting TikTok? What's stopping you right now from deleting Instagram? What's stopping you right now from selling your PlayStation or whatever gaming console you have? What's stopping you from canceling all of those Netflix subscriptions? There is nothing stopping you. It's not some great task that you have to do. You're just not doing things. And the simple act of not doing those things has a massive, massive impact on the trajectory of your life. As we discussed, what kind of person are you going to become? Well, I have a lot more time to spend on these little tasks, these little projects. And when you realize how much time you have and what you can actually accomplish, the tasks, the projects, they become more ambitious. Your goals become bigger. You get more stuff done. You become more social. You build more friendships. You become more layered as an individual. You're not just John the accountant. You're John the accountant who runs marathons and is in great shape and speaks multiple languages and plays the guitar and has a business on the side. You have all of these things, all of these layers to you as a person, on top of the fact that John the accountant is a social machine. He's a social weapon. He's spending time with his friends. He's spending time with his family. He's got all these great loving relationships, and he does all these things rather than John the accountant who loves playing FIFA on the weekends. John the accountant that loves scrolling TikTok. What is stopping you from doing that right now? There is nothing. All these limiting beliefs, all these little excuses that you have in your head, they're just all rubbish. They're all nonsense. You realistically can start doing this right now. I have an entire course dedicated to how you can remove all of this online entertainment from your life without requiring motivation, without requiring any willpower. If you're interested in changing your life, becoming a more layered individual, having more aspects to you as a human being, just becoming a more fulfilled, more purpose-driven version of yourself, then I'll leave a link in the description below for you to check out. That's it for the video. If you liked the video, if you got some value out of it, like the video. That's what the like button's for. Subscribe to the channel. There's probably some videos around here that you might be interested in, so I will see you in one of those.